There we go, everybody. Welcome. It's nice to see you all. It's nice to see you. Diana had a nice little nap and she got up and she's with us now. We love that. Yeah. And I'm
Wait,
shouting out to you, Carolyn. Carolyn, she was going to come and be with us tonight, but she's not feeling well. So she's on the couch. We love you, Carolyn.
yes.
And Peter, too, of course. Yes. So welcome, everybody. We got some dreams and visions coming in here tonight. And anybody else that wants to post anything. I don't know. Is everybody having a hard day? Today is a hard day in some ways for me. How about you guys?
Yeah.
Thanks, Ross.
A little disoriented today.
Me too.
Are
More
you?
than
Yes.
usual.
Yeah. Right, Teri? And that's a good way of describing it. It just, we do have those days, but today just seems a little bit extra. It just discombobulated, I think is what I had told you earlier. I just feel discombobulated and it's like I'm fine, and then I'm in tears, and then I'm like, okay, God, I'm good. I got this. And then I'm just like, yeah, the energy's been a lot.
Yeah, it's been a lot. That's right.
Garnet says he feels weak with no energy.
Really, Garnet, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
A lot of people are getting, what do you call it? The ick is what I want to say, right? Yeah, the ick.
That's the scientific term.
Yeah, it is. Hi, Kevin. Nice to see you. Yeah. Well, is it the flu? Is it the chicken flu, or is it the? I'm hoping everybody doesn't get any of that kind of stuff. And then again, we have the ascension flu, right?
And that's going to be really kind of heavy on us, especially like for the next couple of weeks. Just the sleep issues and the sensitive skin. It's almost like we're shedding our skin, through this ascension. And so I don't know. My skin has just been like really sensitive. You know how sometimes it feels like when you're going to get sick. You know how your skin gets really kind of sensitive. And then too, it's like you kind of feel like you're maybe coming down with the flu, but then it's like, oh no, I'm fine. And I think we're, depending on where you guys are at, and whatnot. But I think a lot of us could be feeling that in the next few weeks.
Well, yeah. And that's coming up on Friday, right? The full moon eclipse. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah. Diana's going to be talking about that, no doubt, with Valerie at some point. Am I right?
Oh yeah, Friday night.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
It's very interesting if you've been feeling today, especially, and remember this is going to continue because it's Uranus on Mars,
right? And the Ides of March,
and you caught the brunt of me earlier today, Teri, because I'm still clinging to the crap from yesterday. Because my Mars is at 29 degrees of Taurus, and that's where Uranus has been for a couple of months.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So if I call you...
Hang in there, everybody. Yeah. Hang in there.
Yeah. Please do. Yeah. Every time I walk by a light, it flickers. And then when I get close to my gas range, it's gas and electric. It goes, what are you talking about?
No kidding. Wow, Teri.
Oh, my Lord. Well, I see I shouldn't have graded papers today, I guess, because it wasn't good energy to grade papers. Boy, they were terrible. I guess it doesn't matter because if I waited, they still would have been not very good. So, but but maybe I would have been nicer.
Jeffrey has a double header tonight.
Oh, you have a double header.
Lindsay and us at the same time.
Well, there you go. Yeah. I
Tell
love
you. Bye, Jeffrey.
Yes, please do. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I do want to say hello to White Dragon, Paul. And I want to say hello to Charlie C. and Annie Bear and Donna Marie and Carolyn and Peter. As I said, Jen, CJ, that's all right. You can have a long-winded message. I did say hello to Kevin, and thank you, Rossi. I got it. I'll have to get it loaded in. Diane G. and Anna Greenwich, and Leah, and Garnet. I'm so sorry you don't feel good. I'll send you some voodoo energy, some juju, good juju. How about that? Yeah.
I love that.
Anya's here. You're always in dingbat mode, White Dragon. That's funny.
I love that.
Me too.
That's
Yeah.
funny. Polly, Mary Thornberry. You can't sleep longer than hours at a time. Paul, I think we're all dealing with that. Honest to God. And then I'm okay, but then I'll say, well, I'll sleep in tomorrow. And I can't still get up, even after we sleep in. So I get it. Yeah. Hi, Patricia. Yeah. Nice to see you as well.
I did get those 2 things sent over to you, Teri, but I had to send them separately
Okay. That's all
to
right.
Teri holding your space.
Okay. Got
right.
it.
So Donna, Jill, Jeff, of course, Scott A., you have also been feeling not so good, Scott, with what's going on. Yeah. Linda Kennedy, Elena, good gosh, Lori. It's nice to see every one of you. Christine. Yeah. I want to say hello to everybody, and I didn't mean to miss anybody. Thank you all for being here. We just love having you. And we have some, Teri's been with the dreams. So there we go. And you feel as if we're being abused again, Jeff? Oh, all right. Maybe. Let's get the light workers. Get out your
fire hose. Fire,
yes.
right?
Cut your energy. There you
got
go.
it right here.
Right here. Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Athena to the rescue.
Da, 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 da. Here I come to say. Anyway,
Right.
Ingredients. It's
That
nice
means
to
that
see.
Mighty Mouse.
Yeah. All right, Teri, break it down. Go ahead and start with Paul. That would be great.
Moi?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go find Paul. There we go. Start. White Dragon. On breaking the silence, Joel Stillwell was visited by a weird ET entity that held him kind of hostage. Thought, wait a sec. So I called Michael, asked him to look into it and take it away. He tried, but the critter was real slippery. Let me pull that up. Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, we're doing it at the same time. But the critter was really slippery. So I asked Metatron to help out, and both of them managed to take it away. I then asked Mike, what was all that about? He said it was a 7D entity that needed to be. Oh, we didn't get that part. White Dragon. Let me go back up and find it. I think he needed to be annihilated in a certain measure.
Okay.
So, because you did talk about it this morning a little bit.
Well, there's this. It looked like it. The E.T.'s an Independence Day movie. Really weird looking. Okay. But there's still another part to it that we're missing. Is that right? Okay.
I don't know.
Here, I can look too.
Oh, needed to be dealt with. There's 7D. Okay, but Mike depends on moving up and down frequencies. This one was going down, being influenced by other dark stuff. I guess you learn all kinds of things. And others were taken to processing. It and others were taken to processing. Yeah, they were being processed. That's right. Sorry about that, you guys. That was discombobulated. And that's what we were just talking about.
Right.
Discombobulation.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Very strange. Very, very strange. Okay.
Right.
So this so am I reading this right, Paul, that this was a visitation? This was an appearance?
Or were you
dreaming about Joe Stillwell being visited? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing like a slippery critter. Maybe
Right.
he wanted to shed his skin.
like the surface of an eel.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
going down and
that's the
creaking.
visual that I have too. That
There
keeps
you
popping
go.
into my head is like the eel.
Right.
Different than the snake. Yeah.
Hmm.
Influenced by other dark stuff, and it's moving up and down frequencies. So, and we talked about this a little bit this morning with Paul about, I only ever considered that we would go up in frequency, never that we
Right.
would go down. But perhaps if somebody has made the conscious choice to do that in
Why would you?
spirit,
Why would you want to do that?
Well-
I'm not being a smartass. I just
no,
wonder.
I think
Right.
no,
Why
yeah,
would
Yeah.
you?
yeah,
But there are.
Yeah.
You know?
It could be that this goes down in frequency because at that level of frequency, there's attachments and other things.
Well, and
That
I'm
happen
getting that
to
it
those-
is parasitic, right?
Oh.
Which goes with that,
Okay.
like a lamprey,
Okay.
you know,
Okay. Yeah.
or even a suckerfish.
Ooh, don't send him my way.
Yeah, right. Well, I wouldn't want an eel either, nor a lamprey. Right?
Yeah.
But lampreys are fish killers here in Michigan, and they wiped out almost all of the steelhead trout at one point, and other salmon in Lake Superior, and this was back in the 50s that they had bled into the lake, so they've done quite a bit to clean them out, but they're permanent latch on.
And there are people that have put like the ones that can eat you, the little one, piranhas,
Oh, yeah.
baby piranhas in some of the
Yeah.
lakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they don't think the lamprey got here by somebody doing that.
Okay.
It came up from the south,
I get you.
as did diplodia, which is the fungus that we get on our trees that now are killing all the Austrian pines up here.
Okay.
But
Okay, so yeah.
I just keep getting that parasite eel lamprey.
yeah, and I that feels really good, and also the eel can electrocute somebody. I mean, they're really
True.
which feels like energy, and a seventh density in energy.
Yeah.
I like that, Liza. People want to devolve because understanding is painful.
Oh,
Once you know something, you can't unknow it. That's the problem.
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
yeah.
So processing. Suzanne wondered what that word. Paul, put the link to the show that it was on in the chat, so you can know that.
I think it's containment. Processing it's containment, and it's also containing the entity so that it can't do any more harm.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So Lauren said when she heard this, she felt the 3D and 2D energies were calling for help. The powers are diminishing. Oh. Which my friend Pam does the calibrations, and the head of our country is 130 out of 1,000. That's his calibration is 130. All of us in this community are between 500 and 800. 1,000 is like Jesus and the Buddha and all that. 130. And so to me, that's a devolvement in the atmosphere.
It's all interconnected, isn't it?
It is. I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so
Sure.
too.
We inhale his exhale,
Yeah.
Mhm.
We do. Yeah.
I did pull a Lemurian card, and I got new blueprints.
Oh,
And look at, we have this tentacle-like creature that feels slippery, right?
yeah.
So I was learning how to deal with it because it's not going away tomorrow.
Ironically, I pulled from that deck too, the Lemurian deck, and I got stepping through.
Ah, look at more of that Aley
Yep.
feely.
Stepping through, and then I got awakened awareness. But Paul, you almost wonder if it wasn't because you're vibrating at such a higher vibration, if it was because I also got alignment, where if it wasn't trying to align off of your energy.
To make itself in higher vibration.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, because they can bring you down, but I'm sure some of them would like a ride up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I got beyond the mind.
Ooh. Okay.
Interesting. I got oh, sorry. I was going to put it up there for you to see it, Aley. And so did the popular.
I love that. That's so cute. Honestly.
So
Yes.
I got eternal life. I'm feeling like this entity wanted to experience the darkness.
Oh.
That
Okay.
it was a choice that they made, that they wanted to be in that darkness right now. Maybe they got excited by it from a previous lifetime or something, but they knew it. So I wonder if it's not somebody that was nefarious, like in Lemuria or Atlantis, and then they came back to for a little piece of that action.
Mm-hmm.
And Fogo said leeches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That same kind of vibe.
Yeah,
Yep.
they come from other people and are attracted to us and try to lower our vibration. I love that. Yeah.
I don't like leeches either.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, more than one were hauled off for processing because they were malignant.
Okay.
Oh, see, yeah, definitely parasitic.
Yeah.
Like
Hey, leeches really suck,
Right? Right? Exactly.
I had kind of a vision of something similar before the election, and I saw the blue wave coming in, but then I saw all these red snakes coming out.
Ooh.
But then I saw another blue wave coming.
Okay.
And I don't know if that was ego Teri coming in and say, "Oh no, that's."
We all thought you'd win. I don't think there's anybody that didn't. So I believe it was right at the time. It was just something happened. Yeah. So Sherry Freeberry, she must live in Canada. She said, "Please tell me Trump won't invade Canada. She's getting scared." Don't get scared about it, sweetheart. As a matter of fact, do you know how many of us Americans would go over and fight for your side if
Right.
you did? Yeah. We got a lot of people here. We love
You know how many of us wish it would be easy to move there right now?
Yes.
Right. We love Canada.
Yeah, we love Canada.
I used it as a child. I didn't have to show any passport. We just drove
right
across the
in
bridge.
Mexico.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing my Ukraine colors tonight.
I love that.
Oh, so am I.
You are.
You got it. That's so fun.
I got my Ukraine stone.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Oh.
This is interesting. Willow saw a leech drinking the candle flame doing candle magic a couple of years ago. That's interesting.
Wow, Willow.
Yeah.
Well, that does a lot.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that energy trying, they're again trying to get that energy, that stealing that energy vampire.
Well, and at any cost, because how hot is that?
Yeah.
Right, Lauren? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. There's the darkness and the light.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. There you go, Mary. Many in the military industrial complex would say no. I agree with you.
There's no way they'd go for it. Yeah.
But I did read that 7 veterans from a family, now I don't know what that means, asked for political asylum and went over from Detroit into Canada.
Yay.
So
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, it is. Anyway, yeah. We will have a Tiananmen Square moment. That's right. We're not going to we don't want but we don't want Greenland. We don't want Panama. We don't want Canada. We don't want They're all
No.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'm happy to be with you all here tonight. Yes, I know. Anyway, thanks for some of you who just came in. I'm seeing people I haven't seen in a while. Caroline and Blue Avian is here, and hi Amanda. A few other people came in. Thank you for joining us. Did we answer that question? I guess Paul will have to watch that link that you sent because I'd be interested to watch that. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
email me that link if you can, Paul, because it's I can't pull it up on this. I can't copy it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be helpful, Paul. Thank you, dear.
And I love Sally says, I'll take punting anytime. Me too. Sign me up. And have that every day.
Oh my God. Oh
That
my
sounds
God.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, the cheese curds, the fries and the gravy. Oh.
Mhm. Yeah. So I've got to go back over and get this picture straightened because Rossi's next and she sent it to me. And I want to make sure that I can get it pulled up from being downloaded. All right, let me pull that up. It's really
Ron.
cute. It's really
Oh.
cute.
Oh, good. Ron just mentioned that he's also Canadian today. Signed a petition to keep
Yay, Ron.
45 from coming here.
Oh, good, Ron.
1,000.
Yes. And I'm so glad you got Mark. I can't think Carney, right? Is it Carney? The new prime minister. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we will, Paul. But
Mhm.
I'm in line.
Are you ready to talk about knitting your new shield?
Well, we can if you want me to.
Oh, is that your?
What?
Oh my God, I
This
love
is
that.
Rossi's picture. Can we do her first and then
Yes,
we'll go ahead and do
absolutely.
yours? Sure.
Please. I love that. Ross.
I know. Isn't that cute? I didn't want to miss out at it.
Don't
She
you wanna
says
hug it?
the Monday before last, I was falling asleep and I was in the in-between and I saw a small being laying on a windowsill. It was small, thin, and all black. It had a round head and big eyes. And its legs looked like it had slacks. It looks over me and it got up and walked toward me. It had a feline way of moving. It looked like the picture I sent, but without ears and had a boxier frame. The legs looked like had slacks. What was it? Well, I love it, Rossi.
In
It's cute.
elemental.
Yeah.
I do too.
Oh, it's an elemental.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I would put that in the ant people.
Yeah.
Or the Sealies, no Sealies.
Okay.
And that means they don't want to be seen. And when they don't want to be seen, they can be impish. And when they do want to be seen, that's what they look like. Don't you just love me? Aren't I the cutest thing you've ever seen?
Yes.
I wouldn't do that. No, mommy, never.
I think it's adorable. You should name it and call it in, Rossi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelly?
I pulled a couple cards from the Lemurian deck, and this one, it says Internal Explorer, but can you see it? It almost looks
Oh, it does.
like,
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it says Internal Explorer. And then I pulled crystal keys. And so I really think, Rossi, that it was there to help you in your ascension, to help you elevate, and to help you along. But I agree with you, Diana, that they can be mischievous. They can be there to help you grow but I really feel like and I get like a feminine energy that she was there to help you, giving you those codes and keys as downloads.
Yeah. And I like to enhance your ability to see beyond, to see these, to understand the elementals better as they come into view.
That's true. Yeah. and there has to be something that that brings them. They're knowing they have to step up at this time is what I'm feeling. It's like we've always been around, but you know, because look at the fairy folk are always seen in Ireland and other places, but we're going to start showing up now to let you see us too.
A lot.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
start
A
really
lot.
seeing them a lot.
Yeah.
And we need them, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's saying she wants to bring her friends, Rossi. So, and she's showing
Teri.
me a fairy house.
Oh,
So, if you can build her a little fairy house like that, I don't know if you can see that very well.
I love
can't
that.
see.
oh,
But it's, she's shown it to me and it's kind of open air so that they can come in and out easily. But, there's smoke coming out of the little chimney. So I don't know if that's where they get out
Oh,
on ether
yeah.
or if that's for even putting incense in there. But,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
she's
that would be
bringing her little
cool.
friends.
do you
Yeah.
have a date for when she communicated about that?
She said it was last Monday.
Last Monday, which would have been
That's-
March 6th
I think
Mhm.
so.
or something, or maybe not. But this little fairy, little imp,
Yeah.
showed up in my
Oh.
book. Rossi, this must be for you because this was during a meditation on the 6th.
Okay.
And she says, anytime you want me, give a little whistle. Give a
Oh.
little whistle. And she started singing that song. And
Oh
then
my
she said,
goodness.
stick your chin out.
Oh.
So that's for you, baby.
Oh, so you don't know
I
her
love
name,
that.
but maybe you just whistle, and that's
Yeah.
her name. Yeah.
That's her name. Whistle.
All
or-
right. Yeah.
Well, now I can't whistle. I've been whistling at the bird all day, but now I can't whistle.
I love that.
That is cute. Yeah, there are some of those little fairy size incense burners that you can buy in different shapes, and one's a house.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Somebody's saying that in the chat.
I think
Yeah.
Kaylee was saying it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And
Okay,
Patricia
okay.
Hernandez has one that's made from straw, pine cones, and tree bark. That's really cool. Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
We've
That's
okay.
great.
I don't know if you guys can hear that. We've got a helicopter that is just going around and around the house.
Is
They
it
just-
Josh
they
Hawley
just
they're
flew
looking
off.
for?
Yeah.
Please.
Blessings, blessings.
Yeah.
Yes. You'll notice that Rossi's avatar, of course, is her cat, which is a
It
black
looks
cat.
just like
And
that.
it looks a lot like this.
Oh, what is
so-
her name?
Yeah. But
Well,
anyway,
and was cat-like in movements too.
it was
she said.
cat-like in movement. So yeah, wanted to make
Yes.
you feel comfortable, I think, too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh.
I don't know, Rossi. I think that's up to you to discover.
Yeah. It's got a T in it. It's like Pittentine or something like that.
Yeah.
Not
Give a
Puddington?
little whistle.
Not Pittentine. Pittentine.
Okay.
That's what she wants you to do. Is
Because
give a
remember,
little
what's your name? Puddingtain. Where do
Yeah,
you live?
Ask me
Under
again. I'll tell you the
Oh,
same.
yeah. Yeah, right.
That's when
Thank you
she's
for
in
bringing that to us, Rossi. It's such an adorable little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. She says she thought it might be her cat's higher self.
Oh,
Well,
could be.
That makes
maybe.
sense,
Yeah.
honey. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And animals are closer to elementals than we are.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh, they can see them, can't they?
Mhm.
I'm sure they
Yep.
can. Yeah. Wow.
Hmm.
All right. Let me remove that picture. All right. Thank you. All right. So, Paul says it sounds like Telesia. I thought you were writing Tesla, and I was going to say
Oh.
no. That's not really that.
Telesia.
Yeah. That
Alicia,
would
isn't
make
it?
sense too.
I saw somebody post today, and it said it was a picture of Tesla, and he said, "Please stop using my name for your stupid cars." Oh wow! All right, that's awesome. Let's see, what do we got next? We got Donna Marie. I did have yours here, and so you're next. There you go. All right.
Hello. I would love your take on a dream I had. A man in white suit handed me a lotto ticket. When he handed it to me, the suit turned purple.
Oh,
Hmm.
a man in a white suit.
Well, first thing I get, Donna, is white is purity. So that I get that the man was pure in his intentions in handing you the lottery ticket. The purple I get is your intuition, to follow your intuition and maybe sit even in meditation and ask your angels and guides to give you the lotto numbers, that maybe it was him just kind of giving you a little boom to try doing this yourself, with his good intentions. And then the purple meaning to use your intuition, and that you'd be surprised.
Yeah, I love that. Leah thinks it's Saint Germain, which makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense with the abundance and the lottery ticket. And
Oh, you're getting random numbers? Then you need to play them, hon. Because you will kick yourself if you don't. $1 isn't too hard, whatever it costs, Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. And Kaylee says crown chakra can be symbolized with white color and third eye chakra as purple. So perhaps abundance if you tap into your intuition. Ooh, thank you.
Good one.
Good one. Yep. Awesome.
For sure.
Anything?
Well, I got commemoration of some sort.
Oh, okay.
So in that in itself, keep track of your numbers and go play them.
Yeah.
And the card itself has a purple cast to it, and the little child is dressed in white.
Oh,
cool.
Yes. I get the heal card. Part of healing. Yep. That's what I get.
Yeah. I got romance, but it's purple. So do you have somebody on the other side, or maybe you were with Saint Germain in another lifetime? But I feel like there's somebody on the other side, and a few people said guide. That's the first thing that came in for me too, as a new guide. Perhaps. So
Yep. She's gonna play the numbers and wear white and purple.
Yes, Donna.
There you go.
There you
Love
go.
that. Yes.
Entertainment only.
That's right.
Yes.
You're not encouraging
Remember who told you?
anything.
Remember who told you to play the numbers.
Aley.
And let us know if it works, because we'll all wear white and purple.
That's right. We will. Yeah.
Darn too.
Anyway. Yeah. Diana, I'm sorry that I didn't get back to you. So it's your turn. And
sure.
Anyway,
Okay.
Yeah.
So I had a dream. Are we surprised? And in this dream, I know I was traveling, and it was I hate to say this, but I was in a lot of pain last night and had a very hard time sleeping. And every time I would fall asleep, I would wake up, but I always knew that I was doing bobbin lace making. And if you've ever seen that process. So Teri, if you want to put my dream picture up first.
Okay. Oh, you want the dream picture first?
Well, whichever one.
I've got the one that you wove.
Okay.
Right now. Okay. I think it's this one. Yeah.
So this is what a setup looks like if you're doing bobbin lace making.
Oh my goodness. Isn't that the long way to go? Don't you have a one you push and it goes like this?
No.
And it's done?
Well, you do if you're modern. But this is how it was done during Elizabeth's time.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So
Elizabeth the First. I mean, during that time. And this is a Belgian thing. It is a German thing. It's a thing. It's been going on for a couple centuries.
Yeah.
A couple 100 years. So what you do is you keep weaving them over, and you keep track and you tie a little knot, and you keep doing this, right?
So
I was on board a ship last night, And every time I would get into a dream, I was being taught how to do this process.
Uh-huh.
Now, I went after the fact to find this for a couple of reasons. I already know what it's like. I have tried it. I have some bobbins that were my grandmother's from the old days. And it's a tedious art, but it's beautiful. All those tablecloths that you see, some of those are made out of the same fashion, just on bigger tables than this. Wow. So now if you want to switch to my dream picture, there's beads on here, and I was happy to find this one with the beads.
Yeah.
Because on mine, they were putting jewels in place.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
And there's the train.
Oh,
right?
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, my.
Okay. So every time I woke and would get back to sleep, another row was ended. Now, St. Gertrude was with me, Joan of Arc was with me, and Hildegard was with me.
Oh, wow.
And they were showing me how to do this. Now, when I do healing for people who need physical help, I do braiding and knot tying. And what I use are threads of silver, copper, gold, and then zinc.
Uh-huh.
And then that's what this mesh had begun with. It was, well, I just explained that I woke many times. The discomfort continued until 5 o'clock in the morning. And then at that time, I finally fell asleep comfortably and slept for 3 hours without waking.
Wow.
And when I woke, this was the only thing that was in my mind and printed on the ceiling. And I knew that I had been given healing by learning how to do this. And I was being taught how to do this for others, as well as how to repair what was being given to me after missions and battles. So I go to Teri's practice this morning, and I mentioned something that put me in conversation with Paul White Dragon. And now I have to read to you from a text, because he texted me during the show. And let me get back up here, because of course it went black.
We also have a lot of other people who have interesting comments when you're
what
they think. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, he says, where is the one that says today? Morning, I'm having my lab at the Diana. Now that's his ship, not me.
Okay.
Work on a solar shield that can be added to your armor. That's what I was making, because it is the solar flares and all this, the geomagnetic storms and the battles that I get into that take me to hot places, sun shining places that I can't be in, whatever. So it will block all negative frequencies affecting you and allowing the beneficial ones to come through. We'll keep you posted. I do hope you feel better and stay away from direct sunlight. Thank you. I'm sketching. And that's what I was drawing. Wow. And I really hadn't said anything about it. I said something. I can't remember what it was. He then went on to say, those scientists have been able to come up with miraculous shields that are already in use through the fleet. Hope you can make it okay to the dream show tonight. And so, yes, Paul. Yeah. That's what this was about. Not just extra armor for battle, but definitely what you said. And I want to draw a little attention to the fact that this is the second time Paul and I have had a crossover.
Yeah.
Where he has been able to explain to me or help me put together the pieces and to figure out what was going on, what it was I saw.
Yeah.
And my premonition dream that ended up being Palisades fire, that ended up Hollywood burning, all of that business. that was all triggered by an interaction that Paul and I had over the date of February 3rd through the 8th. Isn't that when the fire started? So
Something like
it all coincided. It all made sense. And when it was Hollywood, well, that's where my kids live besides. So.
Well, Leah thinks it's jewels you earned, and Fogo Pogo, she's the dream weaver.
I love that.
Dream
Yeah,
weaver.
yeah. Rossi thinks it's a grid. Yeah, she thinks it was a grid.
Agreed, definitely.
And that's Sally says that too, and so does Patricia Hernandez. And Hildegard has been coming in. That's interesting.
A lot. Well, it's almost her feast. And St. Patty's Day is the 15th, and is it Hildegard or Gertrude is the 19th, and so I mean,
all that coming up. Yeah. Medusa says, I see a string of triangles in my eye twice. I just know it's an alien symbol. Oh, was this when you were looking at this grid? It was black and white with swirls of color with one changing channels. Wow. I'm thinking that came up from what you had posted. That's why I brought it up.
Okay, that's awesome, Medusa.
I know.
Yeah.
It says is the color is blue, right, Diana? Was the color blue? Yeah.
Well, there's blue in it, and it's the gems that were going on there were a lot of blue gems. All of them I couldn't even list, but blue citrine, labradorite, and then there's yellow citrine and topaz. So Ukraine's colors were going into it as well.
Wow. All right. So Paul says your shield is ready to add to your armor anytime. Charlie says a protective armor. Blue Avian says eclipse energy, which we know you feel. Yeah,
definitely.
Garnet, a breastplate like the Bible with gems on it.
And that's exactly where it's to go. It goes on like a cowl, not the cowl, but the cloak and the whipple, like under the neck, like a whipple. Wow.
It reminded you of that, Medusa. Thank you. Yeah. She's hearing a web of life repair. Whatever it was, that's just amazing. I can't even imagine. I've never heard of that before, and how beautiful that all is. That's yeah.
That's Chantilly lace and a pretty face and a ponytail hanging down.
Yeah. Yep. It's your cloak of invisibility.
I love that, Aley.
I love that.
I love that. I pulled a card, and it looks a little bit. It's that Lemurian deck, and it says initiation. That it was an initiation, and then Diana, I pulled barriers. That this is taking down barriers. It's removing barriers, but you may just have to have just a little bit of patience. And then the other one, as you said, the solar flares. I pulled the solar plexus chakra.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Kelly, that is, a lot of the issues are coming out of the solar plexus area.
Yes. Yep.
Because I can't pick up my legs when there's a geomagnetic storm. I cannot pick them up. It's like they have to peel off, and it hurts. And it hurts my thighs because my Sagittarius moon thighs want to go dancing. They want to walk. They don't understand
in your mind too.
On.
Your mind wants to. But the thing of it is I think that shedding. I mean, I think we're all kind of shedding all those layers in these next couple of weeks. So I think that's the patient card. If you can just be patient for these next couple of weeks to get through, and just let those layers just peel off, and you're gonna be dancing like nobody's business.
And
you'll be the dancing queen.
Yeah, there you go. There isn't a song I can't find a way to weasel in.
Right.
But I also think that so many of us, Annie Bear, we know, so many of us are going through these things in our minds.
Yeah.
And when we're sitting there, ain't a damn thing wrong. Go to move, and you can't.
Right. That's right. Yep, you're absolutely right. Go ahead, Teri.
Oh, okay. I got vitality, but that looks like the solar plexus, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Same
It
thing.
does.
Strength.
Yeah.
And then check it out. Who's wearing her armor? St. John.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had to
riding
laugh.
a
And the
white
white horse. Yeah.
well, I
I
have
love
to
that.
tell you,
Thank you.
there's another painting, and it's French, and it was from the French Revolution. And you probably will, when I tell you what it looks like, it's a woman. She's standing up with the tricolor, the color of France, and one of her breasts is
Yes.
showing.
I love that painting. Love
And
that.
that's
Yes.
and we're going through a revolution.
Yes.
We all are, every
We
one of
are.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And that
so it's a
vitality-
request to watch the time. That's what I'm
Oh.
getting. Yeah.
Wow.
And I think
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
needs to do that because I mean, daylight savings time ain't nothing to what we are going through, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a biggie. This is a biggie. And Teri, I think that vitality is what she's going to feel once she sheds her skin.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Get
agree.
the loofahs out. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God. That's so wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank everybody in the chat, Paul.
And
You
yes,
know?
we do need a revolution, and it's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say
But
we need a
and it might not be televised, but we can still do it because we're noticing that Bernie's doing it. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's her. That's her. Yeah.
That's
Say you want
Diana.
a
Adding liberty.
revolution, yeah.
Yep.
You know, we all want to change the world. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Thank you.
Okay.
So
All right.
invigorating, you ladies. Thank you.
Well, these always, no matter how tired we are before we come, we're like hanging up on the ceiling by the time we're done. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cat claws.
Yep.
uh-huh.
Swinging from the monkey bars.
This is great, Leah. She told her primary today about her cardiac results, but she understood when I told her of upper heart opening because she is a Hindu. So she understood.
Yes.
It's so beautiful, Leah. I love
It
that.
is.
I saw that.
It is. Yes. So that happened to me. I had to go in and have some surgery done. And when I went to this doctor, I think I told you guys before, there was a Ganesha right by the door. And I knew that he was Hindu. And I walked in and I said, well, I know I'm in the right place because Ganesh is here. And he went, like, you know who Ganesh is? It was amazing. But I get that. I totally get that, Leah. That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Oh, Ganesha.
Oh, yeah.
I have a piece of fruit. A piece of fruit as an offering on it.
You know what
like that?
When you go in and you go into a Hindu temple, you're supposed to bring in a piece of fruit and you lay it in front of the god or goddess. You do what you're going to do, and then you go and pick one up before you leave. It was the best tasting piece of fruit I had ever eaten. It's amazing. Yes. Whatever it did it. Yeah. It was great.
I always throw them away. When I'm done with them, I should eat them.
Yeah.
Because
it infuses that energy. Yeah. It really does.
I put a piece of fresh fruit on there every few days.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I keep flowers for Ganesh.
Oh, I love that.
That's wonderful. So Elena had a dream. In the darkness, the government handed me one egg, but in an instant, someone handed me 4 eggs, carefully, individually secured, each in a little childlike car seat. Carton.
The darkness.
I dropped an egg on the floor the other day, and I bought them a long time ago, like that. They're not brand new, but when I did, I went, "Oh no!"
I know. Yeah,
So put your eggs in one basket.
It's like caviar.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Well, the number 4, the way they are protected, that is the stable table. Also, the 4 of Wands when you're walking into a happy home, and the 4 of Cups is there's an offer, and even though 3 things may feel like they're not working, the 4th is there. So there's in the Four of Pentacles,
Mm-hmm.
there's balance in that four.
Uh-huh. Yep. There is. That's true.
That single one, do you know what became of it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
$5.75 for a dozen eggs.
That's
Oh,
really
my
good. Some people are paying 12.
Yeah.
gosh.
They're about $10 here.
Yeah.
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 Well, it depends if you want organic. That's what we usually buy.
Uh-huh.
So I felt like since it was the darkness, the government hands you one egg.
Yeah.
It's like, I think that's so important because I think
It
when
is.
someone else gives you four, we just have to wait for all this nonsense to get over with. They're going to hand us something and it's not enough. It's not the right
Right.
thing, but we just have to wait a little bit and the light's going to shine on everything and we're going to get what we need. So,
Yeah.
and that somebody was taking care of everything. Like we think that everything's being decimated, but I don't think it is. I think it's being nurtured and it's going to be taken care of and it's going to be better than
Mhm.
before.
I hope so.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Elena, I think I agree with everybody, and I think I pulled Emerald Tablet activation, and that it's alchemy, that you have the ability to manifest, any darkness into light, one egg into four, and to use that, and just to surrender to all of what's going on within the government, the what feels so dark and heavy, to surrender to that and just tune into your alchemy and just watch it manifest for you, and really, play with it and have fun with it.
Can I tell you about something that I did hear this week? People were
Yeah.
complaining about the price of eggs, and I can't remember which fool said this, but this particular fool said, everybody just needs to buy their own chickens.
Yeah. I heard that.
That's what, yeah, you did. Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah, like that's going to solve everything. Let's, yeah. So,
Can you imagine if we would have told, when we had the other president
right.
in power, and and when they were complaining about the egg prices and going on and on and on, and we would have just said, oh, it's no big deal, just go buy some chickens. I mean, can you imagine?
No.
I mean,
or get a whole bunch of gas cans and put them in your backyard. Oh, you can put them in the back room.
Yeah. Right.
Next to the furnace.
It's just interesting that the government's the one that did that.
Yes.
But we will be taken care of. And it's interesting.
Ooh, yeah, you just made a point though, too, right? Because the dark forces of the government letting you have one.
Right.
As opposed to.
But we should be able to triple that. Right?
Yep.
Quadruple it.
Quadruple it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There, you know what? You pay $1.50 for a dozen farm fresh, free rolling eggs off the side of the road.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
if you even pay $1.50, it was $1. I'm just going to say $1.50 because I don't know for sure.
When we moved here in 2017, so I mean, it's been, we could buy eggs for 50 cents a dozen.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Well, today or yesterday, somebody had posted that a man went in to buy one of those Mexican Cokes, which is made with sugar, and he went in and he was told, it was $3 or whatever it was, and they said there was half that yesterday, and they said tariffs. So it does take people to have it really impact them, or they don't notice. Yeah,
and that's what it's going to have to take.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Yep.
So I did pull a card, and this is like the symbol of the eternal life of the egg, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that's what it says, is the eternal life. Most eggs are, come in a white shell or something light colored. And then there's the dark energy that Teri was talking about as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So eternal life. And then I think the reminder is on impulse, go have some fun. Let this stuff go, because nothing we can do except pray.
Mhm.
And that means we have to have patience, because that's a lesson we all learned very early in life, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a tough one for me.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and we're not supposed to ask for it. I'm sorry, Teri, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I got creativity. So yeah, what everybody else is saying, we just need to have fun with it.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
you know, create our own thing, our own communities, our
Our
own
own community. Yep.
Yeah.
That's true. Wow. That's great.
Oh, Leah, ET ships are egg shaped sometimes. Wonder why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
And orbs, some orbs are too, right?
Yeah.
Aley's orbs are. She gets a lot that are
Yeah.
like eggs. Yeah.
I was going to send you guys a picture. It was my granddaughter's birthday on Sunday, and we went to the park, and my daughter-in-law took a picture. It looked like a portal. It looked like there was an open. I was there, and there was these two huge, big orbs that were coming at me.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well, and
That's
we were just talking about the blue color, and it does feel like there's a lot of Pleiadian energy around us right now.
It's very interesting, because when I was on with Val this morning, she said that the Lemurians were Pleiadians. And so that's, and that we have come back. Most of us are star system, are Pleiadians, or from that realm.
Yeah.
At least had one life there. Yeah.
Majority on the planet right now are. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm.
So here she brought up the bleaches, which is a while ago, but I wanted to make sure I said that. So Anya had a dark, creepy dream the other night that I jumped out of bed and cleared myself, saying, "Oh, hell no, you don't. Out you go." Then went right back to bed and slept.
There you go.
Good for
Pass
you.
that along, Anya. Send that over this way.
Yeah, right? And that's
talking about-
exactly what you should do anytime you feel threatened by an entity or a crossover or a walkthrough or anything.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Calling Archangel Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't take no crap from anybody.
No.
Oh, look, Patricia Hernandez says, Archangel Michael said, find humor in the chaos.
That's all
That
you
person
can do.
really has to. That's great advice, because you know what? If your person's not laughing, a person could be crying. So I mean,
Yeah, that's why I brought up some of those things, because they're so ridiculous that they're funny.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. But we have to be able to find humor in it.
Yeah,
it's like
that's right.
47, whatever. The economy's tanking, and he goes and buys a new car.
Oh yeah.
Well, the
And
Tesla.
you don't even drive.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'll be right back. I think somebody's outside.
Okay. That's fine. So Willow dreamt that her stepdad was showing off his walking and flexibility skills while naked, assumed naked, because he always tells nurses everyone has seen his junk.
I love it. And after a while, it just doesn't even matter, because it's just like they've all seen it. It's
They've
like,
all
who
seen it.
cares?
That's right. That's right. And actually, that happened to my husband when they wanted him to give a urine sample when he was in the ER, and everybody's standing all around him. It's like, could you guys go?
Yeah, I can't pee.
Can't pee on demand. Yeah, it's not one of those. Yeah, so that's pretty funny.
That's funny.
Yeah. So Sally, when I was in Sedona, I had some sounds in my room followed by flashes. Camera turned on and off several times. Any thoughts of what it was?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, do tell.
Well, I'd rather you guys weigh in first, because I was in conversation with Sally about this earlier.
Oh,
So
okay.
I would like to hear everybody else's take on it, because there's so many possibilities. She's in Sedona.
That's very true. That's very true.
You know?
Yeah. When I was in Sedona with Susan Lynn, and in 2023, Susan Lynn and Linda G and all those people. Susan Lynn went up on the stage and she said when that's happened to her in Sedona, and that she had like entities walking around, and so she went in and took a bath, and somebody came in her room, and she went out or they walked in on her and she didn't have anything on. I remember this like it was yesterday because she was mortified. It was the maintenance men, but they she said before that was not real people, and she heard that noise, so she thought that's what that was. So I don't know, Sally.
Remember when I was there, I texted you guys the next morning, and when I was in Sedona, and in the middle of the night, the whole room, the whole ceiling and everything would just light up. I mean, it was just like somebody had flicked a light switch on. I and Sally, and it could be something similar. I felt with that experience because of the land in Sedona that it was coming from the land, is what I feel a part of it could be, because it's so activated there. It's so charged that
and you're so attuned to being in Arizona. Yeah. Because they come see you. So Deanne says they're a mini version of the talls and the grays. That's another possibility. Wow. So this place is quiet after 10. It happened a little after midnight. Okay. So what did you get, Diana?
Well, I saw the film that she had. And so what I had heard was a feminine voice. And if you just listen very closely, you can hear her say, "Where are you going?" And then it sounds as if a man, I'm saying a man because sounds like a huge bit of furniture or a huge trunk, and he's dragging it across the floor, and he's talking as well, and it has a gruffy sound to that voice. So one sounds female and one sounds masculine. And then there's some stillness, then there's a third voice, and then these lights. And when the lights are clicking on, you can hear like a pole chain. And I was getting a vision of the glass chevron-shaped globes that were very popular from the 30s onward in the bathroom, and it would just knock out that
gas lights.
Well,
like that.
It wasn't a gas light, but it was reminiscent of that kind of a design, right? So, but it was a glass globe put on top of a bare light bulb so that you don't have the glare, but rather soft white light throughout that bathroom. And it happened 4 times. And after the 4th time, there was another sound. Now I've forgotten what it was. I thought it was, but if it isn't somebody clicking to turn the light on, it's somebody opening the door, turning the light on. I also got the energy that there was a small dog that was very quiet, but a small dog that was there. So I felt it was whatever that building looked like in the 20s and 30s. If it was there back then, that's what it was. And if
that's parallel, that's time travel. That's
right.
Time
and if that building was gone, that's what had been on that land prior.
Yeah. Oh, it has something to do with what's happening now, Medusa? Yeah, I know. I just told Vicky because Vicky said she wanted to go there. And if she doesn't get there, it's going to kill her. And I said, "Oh, don't say that." I had a friend that used to say all the time that her iced tea was to die for. And I said, "You really want to die for iced tea?" Because we really have to be careful what we think and say.
Especially in this group. There's a lot of
and I know Vicky knows that. Yeah,
yeah, she does.
It's just we tend to do it. Go ahead, Teri.
Yeah. So I heard two songs, Sally, of course. I Am You and You Are Me, and We Are All Together, number one. It also feels a lot like the Rock People, which makes a lot of sense because you've got the Rock People all around you.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I heard is We Are Family. So,
that was another thought I had this morning in conversation with her, that this was her from a past life where she had been there. And what you're saying also makes sense to that.
yeah.
So she was in a room, each side were others in my retreat, but no one on the back side. Okay.
And that's where her camera was.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. Well, somebody else said that she's, the elementals want her to be their spirit person. So,
yeah, definitely.
I did pull this, Sally, and it says a star seer, and that truly is what you are. I mean, you look at what all is presented to you, and that you see, and then you see the little orb.
Oh yeah,
right up there.
Yeah. That's right. Wow, that's amazing. Wow. Thanks, Sally.
Yeah.
All right, we got three more here. We've got Leah. I had an experience. I was seriously ill and my head was splitting in pain. I lay in bed and asked for help. I felt a tingling on my right side and then felt nothing and slept 12 hours. Well, Diana was weaving over you.
Quite possibly. And I was running to get there.
Yeah.
Leah, it really feels like your angels and your guides came in and did a healing on you. I had something like this happen to me one time where I was really, 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 really sick and we had to catch a flight like in a day. And I was laying in bed going, I don't know how I'm going to get on the flight. And I was like semi-conscious. And then the next thing I remember, I heard the downstairs door open and close. And then I didn't remember anything after that. And I woke up and I was totally fine. And so that pain and the tingling that you were having, I really feel it was your guys and your angels doing healing.
Yeah. I got here. Oops, wrong way. She immersed herself in it. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, I got heal.
Oh.
And I got balanced forces by doing that. Immerse yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Healing comes.
Leah, was that this week or was it like last week or
was this a while ago? Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like family.
Yeah,
I'm feeling a lot of family around
and
that.
Raphael, always call in Raphael. That's what you said, Vicky. I agree. Raphael's the healer. Yeah. That's cool. All right.
Yeah.
Patricia Hernandez had an interesting dream about Bernie coming to Earth. I saw him in another dimension. The guardians of the dimension asked, does anyone want to come to Earth? Nobody wanted to except Bernie and I. And he's out everywhere. And they're not showing it on the news.
Well, Midas touches.
Well, but not the national news. No.
Yeah, you really see it. And he's got a lot to say. And
he does.
They said he was too old when he ran. And look at him.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't he look like an angel? I mean, he just does.
Yeah.
Just does.
They're crazy. They're crazy. He is younger than you and I. I mean, he really is.
Well, he carried signs at the same time I did.
Yeah.
There's pictures of him protesting on his campus, carrying the same signs I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, he's amazing. I mean, yes. And I think that's why he is still here. Because he's yeah.
It's just like Clarence from It's a Wonderful Life. I'm
sorry.
sorry.
That's right. Only he's gotten his wings a long time ago.
Yeah. And
Right?
Oh, it's
he
starting
stands
to
a little
air.
hump shouldered.
Is it starting to finally air on MSN? I don't watch
Oh,
it anymore.
good.
That's good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good,
Because
good,
he's
good.
knocking it. He knocked it out of the park here.
Yeah. He's amazing. Yep. Well,
Sorry, Kelly.
I got to
Kelly,
illuminate.
sorry.
I got to illuminate that you and
Mhm.
Bernie came here to illuminate the planet.
That's
Love it.
great.
I love that.
I know. And Bernie is 82 years old, and we have 82 people here. So thank you
Wow.
all for being here.
Is that a
It's
sign?
9/11.
I know.
Wow, wow, wow,
Oh, wow.
wow.
It's 9/11.
It's 9/11.
That's right. So I think it was last week, Play, Love, and Remember came in and said that she saw a dragon on her wall when she had a vision. And she sent it to me via the telephone. And for some reason, my email's not working and I can't find it anywhere. And, you know, the gremlins are bugging me, I guess. Anyway, she did color it. She colored it. She made it into a picture and she colored it yellow. And so she saw a rainbow dragon flying by in a dream and she woke up. The colors were amazing. She wonders if we could tell her about this. If I'll pull a card or we could pull a card, or if anybody has yeah. If I ever find that picture, I will make sure that it's on a show. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is very telling to me. Patience, and that's not my favorite word. Every time I get it, I say, don't ask for patience because they'll give it to you. They'll make you live it. So ask for peace of mind, but they want you to know you have been very patient with them and things are starting to trip up and come out and you're getting the messages. Yeah. Well, if you want to do that, that's fine. My problem is that I need to have it on my email in order to show it. So the text won't work. Apologies.
I got birthing a new age.
Mm-hmm.
And it says bringing new creations, dreaming of a new world into being. And I got that the dragons are preparing you. But you have to remember to release and with the water, to remember to go with the flow. And we have the full moon and the eclipse coming up. That's a huge time to do our releases.
Yeah. So rainbow body is a Tibetan Buddhist, kind of like a like Patanjali's, what are they called? The sutra, like a sutra, but it predates Buddhism, like it's indigenous. And the rainbow body is like a crystalline way of living and walking into the life. Like you can say, like some ascended masters, that's how they walked into the next thing. They just walked out of their bodies. So that's that rainbow light. Kind of, it feels like it's like a huge awakening for you.
And I've got dragonflies and darning needles.
Oh,
I love that.
Transformation, right?
Yeah.
And then I couldn't find the dragon deck that I really wanted, but I grabbed from this one, and it's about magic and manifestation, and that ability to walk out into the next thing. Just walk out of your body and walk into the next phase. So there are two dragons on this card.
They look like they look like they're dancing, Diana.
Yes.
Yeah, they do. They do.
So beautiful.
I have to tell you an interesting thing about Play, Love, Remember. She was watching a YouTube video that I think was live, if I remember this correctly. And the next thing you know, she's in our show. I don't remember what one. It might have been this one. I don't remember, but it's like YouTube redirected her, and stuff like this keeps happening. Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that cool? I thought it was so cool. I remember her saying that she was on another show and that happened.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Charlie, you were there in 96. Oh my God. I was gone by then. Yeah. We have some of that just came in. We were going to do Craig Dixon's. His is very, very long, and we need to cut it up in a little bit smaller chunks. And so we're probably going to do that next week. So Craig, I didn't even see him here. So if you're here or you see this later, we'll be here for you next week, Craig, with your dream. All right. So Amy Hughes just posted it. Woke up in the middle of the night, hard, abrupt waking, had 2 words instantly in my mind: Cartesian dualism, which is separation of spirit and mind. Absolutely no connection to anything. Might have heard 50 years or more ago. Where did this come from?
Rainbow body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's walking into that crystalline energy out of your body.
Oh.
That's so weird that this came right after.
I know.
Right,
And the
right?
really cool thing is that philosophy is more spiritual than you could ever imagine. And a lot of people don't get into it because it's so confusing. Because you have one philosopher that will say this, and then this other philosopher says, well, I like this, but I don't like this. And this goes on and on and on as it goes. But I absolutely love that you heard those 2 words. Yeah.
Well, in the manifestation medicine,
yes.
that is found in looking at both sides of the coin, right?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, she hadn't thought of this for many decades. So can you see what we're dealing with in real time? It's
Ding,
all
ding,
in
ding.
real time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the lace that you were weaving, Diana.
Yay.
You know?
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I've taught philosophy myself because it's a humanities, and I've taught humanities, and I've taught ethics and a few other things. So
Wow, Liza.
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Sophia Hildegard.
Yes, yes. We are on the rim of the 2-sided coin.
Oh, tell me
I like
about
that.
My husband and I used to spin a coin, and on its edge, and then you had to stop it, but you have to stop it without dropping it, right? I always won. I don't know. I never got nothing but the damn quarter, but you know.
Well, I think sometimes, no offense to Liza, she's an instructor, but I took a class on knowing and the known. That was the name of the class. And the first day of class, the teacher said, how do you know that you know? And we spent the whole 2 hours talking about that. And the next class we went in, and he said, how do you know that you know you know?
Oh, you know,
And I said, I know, I'm not staying. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It was
love
too much
that.
for me. It was a deep dive for me, but there are other philosophers that I really, really love. And, you know, anyway, but oh my goodness. Yeah, Arthur's here. Hello, Arthur. It's nice to see you. It's great to have you here. Yeah.
Arthur.
Yes, and he does ease our mind. So yeah, that's awesome. Anything else, ladies?
I think we're just in a state of wonder.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Perfect.
I mean, this is for all of us in these days to come, straight through to the ending of the eclipse and then the 6 months following it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or 9 if you care to go into a whole gestation period.
That looked like it had eggs in it too in that window.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
It did.
I shuffled it already, but
Are there 4? That's what I want to know.
There were 2.
are they for you or are they
They were
for
golden.
a piece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. John O'Donohue. Oh, I love him. He's wonderful.
Oh, amazing.
Anam Cara. Yeah, that's a great book. It's a great book.
I agree with this, Amy.
All of us are going to sleep. Is that what you were going to say, Kel?
Yeah, I totally agree with that, Amy. That you're going to school when you're sleeping, and right, we all are, and that's why I think sometimes we wake up just absolutely exhausted.
Yeah. Exactly. Or beat up.
We're learning, we're
have
working.
No idea how you got the bruise. Where'd this come from?
Yeah.
How did
Right?
Yep.
Scratched.
Or waking up with aches and pains, like you've really like been lifting and pushing.
Faster.
Yeah.
Yep. Things are just because, I mean, we'll be here on a Tuesday night. Next thing you know, it's Tuesday night. And I don't remember everything that's happened in between. So I get it. Yeah.
The only thing that marks it is I have to put the trash out because tomorrow
there you
is hump day. Hump day means trash day.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise,
That's me tomorrow. I get it.
it's just waiting for everybody for every Tuesday to come for this show.
Yeah.
I know.
Not that we're trashy, you understand.
Well, we can be sometimes.
Oh, sometimes.
Yeah, we can be. We can be. I agree. That's the fun
All in
part.
fun. All in fun.
Oh, there you go, Arthur. First day teacher writes, wow. Why? Handed out books. Write 2 words and walk out. I got an A. I answered, why not?
I love it. Love it.
Uh-huh. That's awesome. That's great. Write 2 words. There you go, Arthur. Thanks for sharing. That was great. That's a good way to end. That's a good way to end the show. Yeah. Everybody have a beautiful week ahead. Write your dreams down, or Diana, make your pictures. And yeah, there you go. And everybody be careful of the solar flares. Yeah.
Please.
Oh, Edward. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Marina and I both have competing shows on Tuesday nights. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, golly.
Yeah. Thanks so much, everybody. Much love.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Sweet dreams.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Oops, if I can hit the right button.